Hey everyone, welcome back to Tailstack. I need to share something with you today that honestly still keeps me up at night. This story is mine, and even though it happened 6 months ago, I'm still trying to process everything. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, because this one's heavy. Picture this. You're 7 months pregnant with your first baby. You're glowing, you're excited, and your best friends throw you the most beautiful baby shower. Everything feels perfect. Until it doesn't. My husband, let's call him Michael, and I had been together for 5 years, married for 2, and honestly, I thought we had the kind of love people write songs about. He was attentive, romantic, the kind of guy who'd leave little notes in my lunch bag, who'd rub my swollen feet after work without me even asking. When I got pregnant, he cried, happy tears. He told me I was going to be the most amazing mother. I believed him. So, when my best friend Sarah offered to throw me a baby shower, Michael was all in. He helped pick the venue, chose the decorations, even insisted on handling the guest list himself because, and I quote, "I want to make sure everyone who loves you is there." Red flag number 1. But I didn't see it yet. The day arrives and it's absolutely beautiful. Pastel balloons everywhere, a dessert table that looks like it's out of a magazine, and all my favorite people in one room. My mom's there, my sister, my college friends, Sarah, of course. Even some of Michael's family showed up. About an hour in, we're playing games, opening gifts, taking a million photos. I'm laughing so hard my face hurts. This is what happiness feels like, right? Then I notice something weird. Michael keeps checking his phone, like obsessively. Every few minutes, he's glancing at the screen, typing something, then sliding it back into his pocket with this look on his face. Not a happy look, a nervous look. I try to catch his eye, but he won't look at me. And when I finally walk over and ask if everything's okay, he gives me this tight smile and says, "Yeah, babe, just work stuff. Don't worry about it." Here's the thing about being with someone for 5 years. You know when they're lying. You can feel it in your bones. But I'm 7 months pregnant, surrounded by people I love, and I don't want to make a scene. So I let it go. We get to the gift opening portion, and someone hands me this gorgeous box wrapped in silver paper. No card, no tag, just beautiful wrapping. I look around, asking whose gift it is, and everyone's shaking their heads. Michael's face goes completely white. And I mean white, like he's seen a ghost. Sarah jokes, "Ooh, mystery gift, open it." So I do. Inside is a onesie, a tiny white onesie with blue lettering that says, "Big Brother." The room goes silent. My sister nervously laughs and says, there must be a mistake. You're having a girl." And that's when I see her. Standing in the doorway of the venue is a woman I've never seen before. She's young, maybe 25, pretty, and very, very pregnant, like 8 months pregnant. She's holding a gift bag in one hand and her phone in the other, and she's staring directly at Michael with this mixture of anger and desperation on her face. The entire room is frozen. You could hear a pin drop. And Michael, he stands up so fast, he knocks over his chair. I don't even remember standing up, but suddenly I'm on my feet, holding this onesie in my shaking hands, and I hear myself ask, "Michael, who is that?" He doesn't answer. He's just staring at this woman with pure panic in his eyes. The woman, let's call her Jessica, takes a step forward and her voice is shaking when she says, "I'm sorry, I didn't know he was married. I didn't know you were pregnant. I didn't know any of this until last week when I saw your baby registry online." Last week. She found out last week that the father of her baby, my husband, was married to me, with another baby on the way. My mom gasps. Sarah grabs my arm, and I'm just standing there, trying to understand what's happening. Michael finally finds his voice, and you know what he says? Babe, I can explain. I can explain. As if there's an explanation for this. Jessica starts crying. She tells me everything right there in front of my entire baby shower. They met at a work conference 8 months ago. He told her he was single, divorced actually, said his ex-wife had custody of the kids and he was starting fresh. Kids. Plural. I don't have any other kids. He invented an entire life. They started dating, long distance at first, then he'd visit her on work trips. She got pregnant, he seemed happy, supportive, promised they'd figure it out together. And then, last week, she decided to surprise him. She found his social media, his real social media, not whatever fake account he'd been using. And she saw everything. Our wedding photos, my pregnancy announcement, our life. She drove 4 hours to confront him, found out about the baby shower from someone's public Instagram story, and decided, well, I guess she decided we both deserved to know the truth. I'm standing there, in my floral maternity dress, holding a Big Brother onesie for a baby that's not mine, staring at my husband who apparently has another pregnant girlfriend, and all I can think is, how did I not know this? How did I miss this? Michael tries to come toward me, but my dad, my 60-year-old dad, who has never raised his voice in his life, steps in between us and tells him if he takes one more step, he'll regret it. My sister's already on the phone calling someone. Sarah's got her arm around me. My mom's crying. And Jessica, she's just keep apologizing. Over and over. I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I look at Michael. This man I thought I knew. This man I was building a life with. And I ask him one question. Is there anyone else? The way his face changes, I know the answer before he says it. There's a third woman. No baby, but there's a third woman. I don't remember much after that. My family basically formed a human shield around me, got me out of there, took me to my sister's house. Michael tried calling, texting, showing up. My dad and brother handled it, told him to communicate through lawyers only. Jessica reached out a few days later. She was surprisingly kind. We talked, cried together actually. Neither of us had any idea. She's keeping her baby. So, is he getting 2 child support payments? Yes. Do I care? Not even a little bit. I filed for divorce immediately. I'm staying at my mom's until the baby comes. My lawyer says the case is straightforward. Infidelity, fraud, emotional distress. Michael's trying to fight for custody, but considering he literally had a second family hidden, yeah, good luck with that. Here's what nobody tells you about betrayal like this. It's not just losing your partner. It's losing your sense of reality. I keep going back through our entire relationship, picking apart every moment, every trip, every late night at work, trying to find the clues I missed. They were there. I trusted him so completely that I explained them all away. When he'd shower as soon as he got home, long day at work. When he'd take calls in another room, boring work stuff. When he'd be weird about me touching his phone, nothing interesting on there anyway, babe. I explained away every single red flag because I loved him, because I thought he loved me. My daughter was born 3 weeks ago. She's perfect, tiny and perfect and mine. Michael showed up at the hospital. I let him see her for 10 minutes with my mom present. He cried, said he was sorry, said he'd made terrible mistakes. I told him we'd work out custody through lawyers and asked him to leave. Jessica had her son 2 weeks after my daughter was born. She sent me a photo. He's beautiful. He looks like Michael. My daughter looks like Michael too. Sometimes I look at her and I see him and I don't know how to feel. I love her more than anything in this world, but she's half him, and he destroyed everything. People keep asking me if I'm okay, if I've forgiven him, if we might work it out for the baby. And here's what I tell them. No, I'm not okay. Not yet. Maybe not for a long time. No, I haven't forgiven him. Forgiveness isn't owed, it's earned, and he hasn't even tried. And absolutely not are we working it out. My daughter deserves better than a father who lies, better than a family built on betrayal. She deserves a mother who's strong enough to walk away, who teaches her that love shouldn't hurt, that trust matters, that you don't stay with someone just because leaving is hard. So that's what I'm doing. I'm walking away. I'm building a new life. Just me and my girl. And honestly, some days I'm so angry I can barely breathe. Some days I cry so hard I make myself sick. But some days I look at her sleeping in my arms and I think, maybe this is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Maybe she's going to save me just as much as I'm going to protect her. So if you're going through something similar, if you've discovered a betrayal that shattered your world, you're not alone. You're not crazy for missing the signs. You're not weak for trusting someone you loved. And you're not broken. You're breaking open. And that's where the light gets in. Thank you for letting me share this. It helped to say it out loud, to admit that I'm not okay, but I will be. If you've been through something similar, drop a comment. Let's support each other. We're all just trying to survive the unthinkable, right? Subscribe to Tailstack if you want more real, raw, honest stories. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. And remember, you deserve a love that doesn't make you question your reality.